During his reign as the revered monarch of ancient Benin Kingdom, Oba Erediauwa is celebrated today for the monumental achievements that make him rank among one of the greatest kings that have ruled over the ancient empire of Benin.
Person that I have followed his activities even as in his early days of the Obaship, and he had always been a very strong supporter of tradition and culture. He had never deviated. He refused to deviate from that, because you find that what your forefathers did or stated or put down as a basis for you to follow, if you want to succeed, don't deviate from that. And I think what Oba had been doing as a father to Benin, in particular to larger society of our country, had been his contribution towards the development of our country, our multicultural country, our multi-religious country, with so many ethnic nationalities. So it's like him also contributing into sewing into a big gown, a beautiful gown with so many pieces of cloth of different colors. And that's what Nigeria is. So he has contributed his own, he had paid his dues, and I believe all Nigerians must acknowledge that yes, he paid his dues as a leader, as a father, and those coming behind should also look up to him to pick one or two things.
Primary white robe, which borrowed design cues from the Catholic priests who brought Christianity to Benin in the early 14th century. The Benin king is often seen holding court, surrounded by scepter bearers, servants, and estees, as he receives eminent visitors, settles disputes, confers changes to titles, and presides over matters that affect his kingdom and its subjects.
For anyone to rule that long, how many really have been able to rule that long? This is really to his credit, following the footsteps of his great father, whom we all love and respected. And with that one, the love of his father had been transferred to him by the people of by the Edo people and people from the Midwest state at that time, before it became only Edo state, and of course, from all of us who knew him and worked with him in those years, and from what I have seen, he is really doing exceptionally well, like his father.
He worked very hard, especially during the time of his civil service. He was very good permanent secretary, and his work was exemplary. So when he was made Oba, I was very, very happy, because I knew he would do it very well if he did his own work.
I want to speak for myself and the group that I belong. He is the first in recorded history to have acknowledged his subjects who have attained academic heights. Sometime in 2007, he honored about 50 Benin professors across Nigerian higher institutions. I think that was the first time that would be done, not because of material wealth, but because of intellectual wealth that he felt at that time that needed to be acknowledged. I think that honor, in spite of all the honors that I have received, remains the most germane.
Oba Erediauwa was a sports enthusiast. He played for the King's soccer team of the University of Cambridge while studying law as an undergraduate student. Oba Erediauwa has broken grounds. He was the first in the history of Benin to be presented with his staff of office as a traditional ruler. He was the first king in Benin history to confer 10 titles of Enige on all his brothers, amongst whom are His Royal Highness Professor Oba Erediauwa, the Enogi of Ewobanusa, and His Royal Highness Prince Edo Akenzoa, the Enogi of Obazua. Oba Erediauwa, though born into royalty, was very down-to-earth in spite of his educational background and distinguished career in the Federal Civil Service. After meeting with Oba Erediauwa, no one is left in doubt his vast knowledge in various aspects